And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. The show has an NL East matchup. It's the New York Mets going up against the Atlanta Braves. First pitch coming at you right after the break. Just about ready to roll here. Today's starting pitcher, Spencer Strider.
Well, it hasn't been a great year so far in terms of ERA, but he's had some decent games, and there have been some flashes of greatness, if you will. We'll see today if he's able to get ahead of hitters and perhaps get some swings and misses, put himself in a position to bring that ERA down, because you know in the back of his mind, beyond the W, he wants to have a better earned run average.
Francisco Lindor, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one. Ripped on a line to center. No trouble here. Hooks it away for the out. One up, one down. Let's take a look at our lineup. It features one of the sport's true superstars, Francisco Lindor.
Well, Boog, there aren't many guys who have a flair for the big moment like he does. I mean, batting over 400 with runners in scoring position. Are you kidding me? I know it's not guaranteed or an automatic, but I hope we get to see him in a close, late-game situation with runners in scoring position and just see, is he truly a machine or not?
Juan Soto, the next to hit, takes ball one. Strider, he gets a lot of swing and miss, and he keeps the ball in the yard. Not to mention the fact, not too many hits either. That's in there. And the count 1-1. Even some of the best guys in the sport are going to give up home runs from time to time, and he's an exception.
Yeah, and even with those home runs, if you're throwing strikes and keeping base runners off the paths, then those home runs are solo shots. But to this point, he hasn't had to worry about it.
Fouls one off. 2-2. You look at what the elite guys do. They strike guys out, they limit walks, and they limit the ball going out of the park. Popped up to the left, into foul ground. Riley snags it for the second out.
Yeah, all you want is a guy like that. Take the ball every fifth day, go out there, hand it over to the bullpen, perhaps in the seventh inning or later.
Here's Pete Alonso. He has, as they like to say...
Let me guess, Boog. Light tower power?
That's right. Strike one.
0-1.
Swing and a miss. 0-2 now.
Ahead 0-2 in the count. Sure, you've got 4 pitches you can work with, but throw something you can command and get this at bat over with as quickly as possible.
Strider deals.
For him. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
So, runner at second, 2 down. Starling Marte up to hit. Ripped to third, but handled, and that'll end the inning. Mets strand one, and now the Braves with their first chance to hit. We're scoreless. You're dialed into the show. And we're back. And on the hill today, Clay Holmes. What do you have on him, Siggy?
Well, coming into this game, hitters are batting under 250 against this starting pitcher. So it just shows you how effective he's been. He's been able to move his pitches around, add and subtract, change up the look so that hitters don't get too comfortable and start squaring up the baseball. We'll see what he's got in this one.
And here is Ronald Acuna Jr. First offering, and it just misses. And another ball.
2 balls, no strike.
That misses the zone, and now 3-0. one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Here's Alex Verdugo. Move to first. Acuna dives back in. Tap foul at the plate. Runner at first with no outs here. Line drive. Tries to get back and save. Here's the Atlanta Braves lineup. Not a whole lot going their way offensively the last few games, Chris.
Yeah, Boog, and that can put more pressure on the pitching staff to try to limit the opponent to just 1 or 2 runs a game, knowing that their offense is not scoring right now. And that never really works well because you try to be too fine and you end up giving up a lot of runs. So we'll see if everybody can just relax, bring things together, and perform at a level that they're capable of.
And that one goes straight to the backstop. So a wild pitch allows the runner to advance.
Well, that right there erases the chance at the inning-ending double play. So good job on the bases to move up on the wild pitch. Changes the outlook of the inning in a pretty big way.
That one catches the zone, and the count 1-1. And there's the ball.
1 strike.
That one finds the zone. It's 2-2. Runner at second here, 1 gone. Check on the runner. Acuna dives back in. Man at second.
Helpful.
Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. 9th pitch of the at-bat due next. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
That pitch was pretty far outside, further than he was set up, so kind of a tough one to handle, but still something he knows he should have had since it bounced off his glove and got away.
2 on, 1 out. Matt Olson next up for the Braves.
He's been really clutch with runners in scoring position this season, so they'll have to...
On the ground, a second, might be 2. There's 1. Over to Alonso for the inning-ending double play. First frame of the night behind us, and it's 0-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. Second inning set to go. And here's the veteran outfielder, Brandon Nimmo. Strider back to work. And that one hammered. Acuna moving back. Pulls it in on the warning track. Here's the catcher, Francisco Alvarez. Good defender. He's been inconsistent offensively.
Strider's a guy known for his velocity. He can bring it, but that wasn't always the case. Coming back from an injury in college, Strider was throwing 94 to 96 miles per hour, Boog, when the Braves drafted him. Now he lights up the radar gun with triple-digit speeds.
Rusty Valentine doing the umpiring behind the dish for us. Maybe the best name in the league.
Yeah, that's a solid one, no doubt. I mean, who's better to ask than you? I kind of wonder, Rusty is his actual name or just a nickname?
Yeah, no clue.
Yep, that ball went
And
out.
that's outside.
Anyways, Rusty's got a good zone, very good on the corners of the plate, but he'll give pitchers a little bit above the letters and below the knees if they're earning it.
Base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Batting seventh, center fielder, Tyrone Taylor.
So up next, Tyrone Taylor. Fouled off. He was late. No score here in the second. Hit hard, base hit. They get it in quickly. So first and second, now one out.
Back-to-back base hits. Just a really nice approach to shoot that line drive to the opposite field. There's a lot of hard work and discipline that goes into getting a result like that at the plate. Doesn't come naturally for most hitters. Runner in scoring position now and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
And now here's Jeff McNeil. And fouled off. Runners at first and second with one gone here at the top of the second. Now a screamer into the outfield. And Acuna is going to make the grab. Ronnie Mauricio now.
This at-bat might not seem like a huge deal right now, but baseball is a game of moments, and what happens here could change everything.
And the first pitch misses for ball one. Alvarez on second. Taylor on at first with two down. Next offering upstairs.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Late with the swing there.
Well, he came right at him right there, challenged him with the 2-0 fastball. Not sure exactly what he was looking for, but got to imagine that's a confidence booster on the mound. You're in that hitter's head a little bit.
3 balls, 1 strike.
First and second, two down. Check swing called strike. 3 and 2 down.
As a hitter, you don't know what to expect here in the 3-2. If he'll throw a breaking ball 3-1, he'll do it again 3-2.
And that'll load the bases.
Now, that sets up a really big at-bat in this game. These are the moments when everyone in the stadium gets really locked in.
Here's Francisco Lindor.
I'm curious how he decides to attack on the mound. This guy at the plate has been great hitting under pressure this year.
Swing and a foul out of play.
Right through there for a strike. I think he was sitting off speed right there because he just let the fastball go by.
Swing and a pop-up. Allen squeezes it, and that's the third out. Mets leave them loaded. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Back here in Atlanta, bottom of the inning, and now Marcell Ozuna. Slider right there.
0-1's the count.
The 0-1. Hard hit left side. Throws to first. That's one out, the bottom of the second.
Batting six, catcher, Drake.
And here's the catcher, Drake Baldwin. Off the mark there. Ball one.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
This to center field. Pulls up on it, and that's a base hit.
Look, I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but he did such a nice job of pulling his hands tight to the body and just getting enough of the barrel on it to be hard enough back up the middle for a knock.
Ozzie Albies up to the plate. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. He's got it, and there's two away.
Batting eight, center fielder, Michael Harris II.
Here's the center fielder, Michael Harris II. He's going to finish with a new career high in stolen bases, Chris. Popped up to the left, into foul ground. Drops into the glove, and that will end the inning. No runs, one hit, no errors, and a man left. We played two full. We're tied, 0-0. Back at Truist Park, new inning getting started. Juan Soto now.
I thought this was a fun note on Soto. In 2023, he hit home runs in Mexico, Canada, and the U.S. I don't think it matters where Soto plays. He's going to hit home runs everywhere he goes.
That one finds the zone. That is strike two.
One ball, two strikes.
Pretty standard high 0-2 fastball right there. If you're smart, you'll look for something down in the zone, but not too far. You want to chase that breaking ball in the dirt.
Went back to the fastball, and it was effective. No messing around with the pitch calling in that sequence right there. 4 pitches, all fastballs.
Yeah, and that makes me think that was the plan before the at-bat even started. If you think you can simply just beat a guy with only your fastball, why throw him anything else until he shows you he can handle it?
And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. First pitch just misses. And downstairs.
2-0 count to a guy like this at the plate, you've got to throw a pitcher's pitch. Don't just try to get a strike. He could make you pay.
That one outside, and the count is 3-1. Hammers that one deep left field, and forget it. And they jump out front. It's 1-0. He absolutely feasts on right-handed pitching and devours that one for a homer.
And you can see that's what he expects of himself at bat after at bat. He's that confident. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spit on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
One out, base is empty. And now the Mets DH, Starling Marte. Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a ton.
0-1.
Marte, 36 years old. He's usually in right field, but today he's getting the DH treatment. One out, base is empty, and a run in. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. That misses the zone, and 1-1.
Well, a nice day off for him, not having to jog out to the outfield. Gets to be in the DH spot. Be curious to see how he keeps himself in a rhythm, not playing defense.
And that is out of play. One out, base is empty.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He's having a hard time catching up.
Allen throws across the diamond. Marte retired.
Now batting, left fielder, Brandon Nimmo.
Here's Brandon Nimmo. Flied to right his first time. That's towards center. Harris after it. He's got it. And that is out number 3. The Mets do pick up a run on this solo blast. It's now 1-0. And we're back. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Nick Allen. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
0-2.
Misses the zone for a ball. That was the sweeper. Chases the changeup in the dirt. Alvarez down to first. Got him. One away on the strikeout.
Well, I'm not sure what he was waiting on right there. He got the changeup and still late on it. You rarely see that. It almost makes you think that he was trying to set the pitcher up. I mean, if you can't catch up to the off-speed stuff, there's no way you're going to touch a fastball.
That's a hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single. Now it's the DH, Alex Verdugo. 0 for 1 so far. Fought off foul. Acuna, the runner at first with one gone in the inning. Next offering way off the plate. Move to first. Acuna dives back in. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. There's a ball. Throw to second. Tag. Out at second.
Wow, what a great throw from his knees right there. You're not going to see that every day. Such a long throw from the plate to second base. So to have no bottom half behind it, but still deliver a seed on target, so impressive. And most catchers practice that throw, but not many have the arm strength to actually make it work in a game.
Next offering is fouled back. And that's in the dirt.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the three-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
2 outs, base is empty. Rolled slowly to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. 1 hit in the inning, but nothing more than that. 3 innings complete. It's the Mets 1 and the Braves nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now the catcher comes up to him, Francisco Alvarez. And the first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Well, these Mets showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
Fastball for a strike.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out.
That was a pretty good pitch, top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
So up next for New York, Tyrone Taylor. Ball 1, no strikes. One down, base is empty. And that one is in for a strike.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
That one misses, and that's ball 3. Base is empty, 1 away. Top half of inning number 4. In the air, right side. Acuna has it sized up and makes the grab. And there's 2 down.
Now batting, second baseman, Jeff.
2 outs, base is empty. Jeff McNeil stands in. He's 0 for 1. That one finds the zone. Strike 1. Ripped, but it curls foul. Foul ball, still 0-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. The wind of the pitch. Fastball is outside.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Ball 2.
That one almost got him.
Wow, this guy's really battling up there as if his run is the game-winning run. I love his tenacity.
Lifted in the air down the left side. Allen. He makes the grab, and that'll do it. Down in order go the Mets. But they're on top, 1-0. Back here in Atlanta, here's the third baseman, Austin Riley.
Austin Riley.
On the ground to third. Mauricio with the throw to first. Leadoff hitter retired in the 4th.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Here is Matt Olson. That's downstairs. And that's ball one. Just missed. The Braves trailing by a run. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Line drive, caught.
That at bat is a positive sign, even though it probably doesn't feel like it. He hit the ball hard, but it doesn't always work out in your favor. Sometimes a defender is there to make a play.
Marcelo Zuna coming up to hit. 0 for 1, he grounded out in his first at bat. That's outside, and that's ball one. Ripped to short. Fires over to first. Ozuna is out, and it's a 1-2-3 inning for the Braves. And the Braves go down quietly, and it remains 1-0. We go to the top of the fifth, and stepping in for New York, Ronnie Mauricio. Strider back to work. Ball one there.
Well, these Mets, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. They've hit 7 line drives already, and even though some of them have been for outs, there's nothing wrong with delivering consistent, hard contact. That's almost always going to lead to positive results. He's controlling things out there on the mound, not messing around at all. He's been in attack mode since the very start.
So the lineup flips over. Now up to hit Francisco Lindor. 0 for 2 in this one. And first offering is fouled off.
Oh, here's a game Lindor will never forget. One night in July of 2023, he went 5 for 5 with a home run, 2 triples, and he scored 3 runs. That stat line is so rare, only one other player has done it. Guess who? Willie Mays in 1958.
Up next for the Mets, right fielder.
Here's Juan Soto. First pitch doesn't find the zone. And it's fouled away. 2 down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the fifth. Starting to go at the 1-2. A check on it to third. No swing. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. And the Mets go down 1-2-3. But they hold a 1-0 lead. Back at Truist Park, here's the catcher, Drake Baldwin. And that's through there for a strike. 0-1. That one the other way. This one could be trouble. And the tying runs at second base with a double.
The first move felt like a bit of a guess. You have to be right in those spots or things can get away from you awfully quickly.
Here is Ozzie Albies up to hit. 0 for 1 as he popped out foul to third his first time up. Ball 1, no strikes. Man at second. Oh, he gloves it to his knee, the throw, and very nicely done for the out.
Look at how he dives right there. He's able to pop up to both knees. Not enough time to get to his feet, but he threw a cannon across the diamond to get the runner.
Michael Harris the second. The next to hit. Popped out and fouled ground first time through. And that one missing low.
1-0.
One away with a runner at third. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. And that one fouled off. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Foul ball left side, he'll see another. Runner on at third, one gone. Foul ball still a 1-2 count. Outside corner, got him looking. He can't believe it.
Well, they were pretty much giving it to him right there. Playing the infield back, all you're looking for on offense is a simple ground ball. You got a tie ball game. Not sure what he was thinking up there. Strikeout looking is the last thing you want to see. Now you got to hope the next guy can pick you up and come through with a big 2-out hit.
Nick Allen will hit next. Yeah, that's fouled off. Bounding ball here, rolls foul. Tying run and scoring position, last half of inning number 5. Ground ball to the middle, that's a base hit. In from third is the tying run. It's an RBI single. It's 1-1.
Really nice job of 2-strike hitting him that at guy. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
And here is Ronald Acuna Jr. A walk, and he's also singled. That's in there. That's strike 1.
Ball game is still tied. They can get out of this inning with a tie game.
Allen, the runner at first with 2 gone. On the ground, and foul ball. Swing and he breaks his bat. That's a foul ball. Two outs. Just off the inside edge. Swing and high fly ball, well struck left field. That one back. And caught on the warning track. But the RBI single pushes across a run. All even now at 1-1. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. And we're back. And now the first baseman, Pete Alonso. Since debuting in 2019, no player in the majors has hit more homers than Pete Alonso. Just missed. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. So a man on base to start the inning.
Oh, this has been a really nice game at the plate for him. He looks locked in. Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that.
Go ahead run on base. Starling Marte now at the plate. In for a strike. Good slider. Swinging a foul out of play. With the go-ahead run at first, and we're at the top half of the sixth. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. Makes the grab, one down. Now the left fielder, Brandon Nimmo.
Definitely wants to stay out of the double play here. Ball on the ground in the infield. Should be an inning-ending double play.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
This game has been so tight. Feels like the next team to score will win it.
Runner on the move. And fouled off. Man at first, one away. Got him! Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today.
Well, I think that's a case of overthinking right there. He got 3 straight fastballs looking in the 0-2 count just to pour it back.
And next for the Mets, Francisco Alvarez. 1 for 2. Fastball for a strike. Alvarez measures 5 feet 10 inches, 235 pounds, and he was born in Venezuela. And that one upstairs, ball 1.
Definitely a frustrating day for the offense, but when they look at it, this guy's had his best stuff. Been painting the corners, working on the edges and changing speeds. Just a difficult one. You tip your cap.
Next offering popped in the air, right field. Acuna makes the grab, and that is that. Mets lead 1. Score remains tied 1-1. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the 6th. And now the DH, Alex Verdugo. Pitch in the dirt, 1-0.
You know, these Braves looking to string together better at bats when they have runners on, but it just hasn't happened for them yet. They only have 1 hit with runners in scoring position, so a lot of squandered opportunities. It's tough because those are moments you just can't get back.
Hit on the ground to short. Lindor. And that's 1 out as they get the leadoff hitter in the 6th. And the batter now, Austin Riley. He's 0 for 1. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup. All tied up here in the bottom of the 6th. Next pitch misses, and it's 1-1. Swings through that one for strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And that one's a little bit low, and it's 2-2. That one ripped, and it stays fair. Now he turns and heads for second. The throw in, and he's into second base with one away as the go-ahead run.
He was all over that one. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position, and now Matt Olson up to hit. And that is out of play. Riley, the runner at second with one away. Next pitch is outside. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Ryan Stanek up and throwing. Garza also getting ready. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Breaking ball misses down and away. On the ground to third. Sends it across to first. Olson is set down. Here comes Ozuna up to the plate. He's grounded out a couple of times.
He's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion, and he's in full speed.
That one clips the outside corner, 0-1.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
Here's the pitch to Ozuna. Inside, almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Man on second, 2 down. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Swing at a ground ball. Wide throw pulls him off the bag, and the inning still alive.
Maybe just a little lack of concentration on that throw. 2 out, you think you've got the play made. Players are starting to move off the field towards the dugout, and then everyone's got to come back. Sometimes you take that throw for granted, and that's all it takes to keep the inning going.
Now in for the Braves, Drake Baldwin. There's a strike. In there at the knees. And the count is 0-2.
Quickly into an 0-2 count. Both pitches were down in the zone. I think you set your sights a little bit higher because you'll have a tendency to chase if you look down in that area.
In the dirt. Nothing happening on the bases, though. 2 on, 2 outs. Fights it off. He'll see another.
Well, this is a good time to step out of the box, take a deep breath, reset. A couple of change-ups. Probably won't see another one here.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Fouls that off to the left, and will do it again. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Alvarez collects, fires to first. That completes the strikeout, and that'll do it. 2 left for Atlanta. Still tied, 1-1.
Now pitching.
Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Aaron Bummer.
Coming on to face a righty here, and he's been fantastic against him this year. His numbers in those matchups are very good.
And stepping in for New York, Tyrone Taylor. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. That one hooked foul. Just missed. That's a ball. Tried to attack with the sweeper. In the air, center field. Harris has a beat on it. Makes the grab, and there's one down.
Now batting, second baseman.
Now it's the second baseman, Jeff McNeil. And a foul ball. One down, base is empty. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. And the sweeper is off the plate. Action in the pen down there. Angel De Los Santos getting ready to come in for manager Brian Snitker. Montero getting cranked up as well. Good eye right there.
Great job of laying off those pitches down in the zone to even the count up at 2-2. Such a better feeling for the hitter.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
He swings and hits a fly ball, center field. That one gets down for a hit. And the go-ahead run is on base.
Now batting, third baseman, Ronnie Mauricio.
So up next for New York, Ronnie Mauricio. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Late swing, fouled off. Ball to strike, the pitch. And that one fouled off. Hit in the air, right field. Acuna there. Hauls it in for the out.
Now batting, shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. This guy is one of the best athletes in the sport. And the sweeper misses for a ball.
Well, a mistake right here could untie this ball game. If you're the pitcher out there, you just want to be a little more cautious.
2 outs. And there's a foul ball. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good. And then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
He caught it behind his back. It's there, and that's a great play. What a play to end the inning. There's no way he saw that into the glove.
No, you're absolutely right. All he knew was the grounder was somewhere behind him. Just threw his glove out there, and it stopped. That was pretty cool.
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Ryan Stanek on for the 30th time this year. And here comes Ozzie Albies to the dish. Check swing, called strike. Fouls one off out of play, back to our left. Foul ball, it stays 0-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. The 0-2. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Outside low. Going to count 1-2.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Next offering misses, and it's 3-2. Got him. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one.
Really good battle right there, and that final pitch probably could have gone either way. He was hoping he'd get ball 4. Instead, the umpire rings him up for the backwards K.
And now the center fielder, Michael Harris II. Fastball is outside. And another ball. And a foul ball makes the count 2-1. To the right side, McNeil gets it to first. 2 up, 2 down.
Good slider inside right there. Batter fighting to get there, just rolled over it, got the ground ball.
Nick Allen next up for the Braves. It skips into dirt. 2 down, nobody on. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Little chopper rolls foul. That one missed. Next offering is in for a strike. Next offering misses down and away. Ronald Acuna Jr. in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Two down, nobody on. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. So they make short work of him there. 8th inning coming up. All tied 1-1. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Rafael Montero.
And one thing on him, he's been really good this season at keeping the ball in the park. Not an easy guy to take deep.
And now it's Juan Soto. 0 for 3 in this one. Fought off foul.
Ball inside.
Movement in the Atlanta bullpen. Raisel Iglesias getting ready to come in for manager Brian Snitker.
Just missed. If he's able to connect on that, look out.
And he chases that one. And one away. So the bullpen doing a nice job backing up the effort from their starter.
Yeah, we've seen some pretty excellent pitching out of this staff so far. I mean, they've come in ready to do their job and get outs. They've been pretty tough to get to in this one.
And next for the Mets, Pete Alonso.
And it may be a long shot, but a triple here will give him the cycle.
Check swing, and he went. And it's 0-1.
0-1.
Just missed. Base is empty, one away, and we're at the top of the 8th. Ground ball up the middle. Tosses to first. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 8th.
Up next for the Mets.
Here's Starling Marte. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
There it was. 0-0. Here it is. Hit it. It gets a take. It's ahead in the count.
A little out front there as he swings through it.
And he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Two outs. And a breaking ball misses outside. Out to center. Harris has a beat on it. Makes the grab, and that's the inning.
Now pitching for
Back
York.
now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the eighth, Ty Adcock. He's making his 4th appearance of the season. Here's Acuna now.
He's a big, strong guy, can untie this game with one swing.
Outside low, and that is ball 1. And it's fouled off. The 1-1. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. The 1-2. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, when you throw the same pitch back to back, that's how you want to do it. Set him up in the strike zone, then extend a little bit from there and see if you can get him to chase. Nicely done with the slider right there.
Now the number 2 hitter, Alex Verdugo. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Fastball is outside. Stirring in the bullpen for the Mets. Justin Garza appears to be getting loose. All tied up here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Ripped on the ground to second. McNeil gets it to first. And that quickly 2 away. So here's Riley now.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect labeled over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
In there at the knees. Here's a rip to short, but he's there for the 3rd out. Braves are set down 1-2-3. Score remains deadlocked at 1. Back. About 13 miles from downtown Atlanta, welcome to Truist Park. The show has an NL East matchup. It's the New York Mets going up against the Atlanta Braves. First pitch coming your way next. So almost ready to get underway, and towing the slab in this one, Spencer Strider. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
Well, what quickly stands out to me for this guy is that he comes in with a 3-to-1 strikeout to walk ratio on the season. So when you consider consistency, the ability to get swings and misses, and to limit base runners, that's critical in winning games today, especially when teams are depending on the big swing, the home run, to win ball games.
The wind and the pitch. And that drops in for a strike. Stays alive. And a foul ball, he stays alive.
Ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. The 1-2. And that's in the dirt.
2-2 to count.
Hit in the air, left field. Ozuna sizing this one up. Puts it away for the out. Here's the Mets lineup now. And a big part of it, a guy with a great track record, Francisco Lindor.
Simply put, Boog, I mean, one of the elite players in the game, arguably the best player in the game. Just an absolute unbelievable talent. Always so much fun to watch him go out there and do his thing. Sit back and enjoy the show, and hopefully he's able to do something special in this one.
Juan Soto in the box with one away as he takes ball one.
Strider out there on the mound for this one, and he's a guy who had a really impressive college career, but needed Tommy John surgery while playing for Clemson.
One out, bases empty. And he dodges that fastball.
3 balls, no strikes.
Line drive, and this might be trouble. Around first, heading for 2. And he'll pull in there with a stand-up double.
Man, Boog, this guy's got a special eye for the fastball. He's just capable of taking away a big part of the pitcher's game.
One out, runner at second. Here's the veteran first baseman, Pete Alonso. This one high in the air to left center. Harris in and to his right. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Starling Marte up to hit. Up the middle. Whips it to first. Marte retired. Third out, and that ends the frame. Mets 0. Braves coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back at Truist Park and getting to start, Clay Holmes.
Well, he's been a very dependable starter for his club, and what stands out for me is that left-handed hitters have really struggled batting below 200 against him, and it just tells me they have a hard time tracking the baseball. Maybe it's the release point, maybe it's the motion, but just some way, somehow, they've got to figure out a way to pick it up and try to have some success from the left side.
And now the right fielder, Ronald Acuna Jr. That's too low. Ball 1. And that drops in for a strike. There's a strike, 95 of that one. Line drive to short and caught. There's Brian Snitker's lineup for the Braves. A guy who's been huge for them over the last month plus, Drake Baldwin.
This guy had an on-base percentage of over 400 last month. That's just telling you he's taking his walks, he's getting his knocks, he's finding some holes. Everything just going really well for him right now. But don't overlook the fact that that happens because he's having consistently good at-bats.
Out towards left center. Nimmo sizes this one up. Makes the grab, and there's 2 gone.
Batting third.
2 down, bases empty. And here is Austin Riley.
Let's go, Austin.
First pitch misses.
Counts 1-0.
And misses
2 balls,
inside.
no strikes.
Two down, nobody on. And
Ball
another
3.
ball.
3-0.
And there's the automatic.
Come on, Austin.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
Come on, Braves.
2 outs. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. That's hard hit on the line. Taylor makes the play, and that is that. Down in order go the Braves. Scoreless after 1. And we're back. Here's Brandon Nimmo.
Left fielder, Brandon Nimmo.
Strider back to work. And that misses. And it's 1-0.
You have to be creative pitching against bad ball hitters. You got to add some velocity, subtract at times. Just avoiding the heart of the plate isn't always going to be enough. Guys like this can hurt you with pitches you wouldn't expect them to swing at.
And the slider just misses. There's the strike.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Gets a piece and stays alive. Way high with that one. And now 3-2. Fouled off, and they'll do it again.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Got him. We didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout.
Really good battle right there. That final pitch probably could have gone either way. He was hoping he'd get ball 4. Instead, the umpire rings him up for the backwards K.
And here's the catcher, Francisco Alvarez. And the first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
0-1's the count.
Second inning here, no score. Off the mark there, 1-1. Our umpire behind the plate, Jerry Hillsdale. High praise for Jerry when we talk to people around the game.
Yeah, no doubt about it, Boog. He's very straightforward, very consistent back there. So most of the time, you're not even going to think about him. That's a good thing.
In there. And so now 1-2. What about some no-nos? Like, you can't call the umpire blue the way you do in Little League or high school, right?
Yeah, even in the minor leagues, you'll learn quickly. You call the umpire blue. You better learn his name. And that's just part of being a professional player and even a major league player.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Tyrone Taylor in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Next pitch is downstairs. Swing and a miss, and that's strike two.
Now, there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And that'll do it. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Matt Olson up to the plate. Swing and a miss, strike one.
First pitch strike right there for him. He's going to have to do that consistently if he's going to give any length to his skipper.
Next offering is fouled back.
Well, this is a good time to step out of the box, take a deep breath, reset. A couple of change-ups. Probably won't see another one here.
And that one is lifted in the air. Taylor gets under it. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And there's one down.
That is it. Left fielder, Marcelo.
Here's Marcelo Zuna.
Not getting the results he's wanted at the plate recently. Under the Mendoza line so far this month.
That one fouled off. One down, base is empty. Just missed.
Well, he left that changeup up. Got away with one there, and he'll take it, but doesn't want to make that mistake again.
Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. And that one hops the wall. Around first and hustling for second. And that's a two-bagger.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
And here's the rookie catcher, Drake Baldwin. And that is downstairs. And that's ball one. Out to short. Slings to first, and that is out number two.
Batting seventh, second baseman, Ozzie Albies.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Ozzie Albies up to the plate. Foul ball there. Runner at second, two down. Bottom half of inning number two. And now 1-2.
Really good take, especially with two strikes.
That's off the mark. 2-2. There's a swing and a drive. And gone. His seventh home run of the season. The Braves score first. It's 2-0.
That's a fun way to take the lead. Just hit one out of the park. pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
So 2 away with nobody on. Here's the center fielder, Michael Harris II. Just
That's a
missed.
Ball 1, no strike.
Two outs, base is empty. Next one misses. Now 2 balls and a strike.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
In there at the knees. 2-2 now.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Outside, and it's a full count. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. The pitch is outside at ball 4. It wasn't easy, but he earned that walk after a long at bat. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Nick Allen. Throw over to first, and he's back in safely. Foul ball. In the dirt.
0-2 is the count.
Foul ball still 0-2. Two outs. On the ground right side, McNeil. Inning over. Albies with the key hit for Atlanta. And it's 2-zip. Major League Baseball is on the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. Top half of the 3rd inning, and stepping in for New York, Jeff McNeil. As he turns on the rubber, and with that good live arm delivers. And that one upstairs, ball 1. Swinging a foul back, that's out of play. The next offering misses. And a count 2-1. And that is out of play. Strider deals. Outside low. Counts full, 3-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
Well, that high four-seam fastball has become such a staple as a strikeout pitch over the years, and what's so tough as a hitter is that you see it extremely well, The problem is the velocity and spin rate just happens to jump by you. You expand your zone, you don't stay tall on the backside, and you're really not even able to make contact. If you do, many times it's a pop-up.
Now it's going to be Ronnie Mauricio. Swing and a miss. And that is strike one.
They just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
One down, base is empty. And that skips into there. In the air, left field, down the line. That gets down for a hit.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. That's a ball that a lot of times you'll see the shortstop or left fielder be able to get to if it hangs up in the air long enough. But right there, it just died and found a way to drop in on the green stuff with a base hit.
Swing and a foul out of play. Man at first, one away. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Harris has a beat on it. 2 down.
Now batting, right fielder, Juan Soto.
Here's Juan Soto. Doubled in his first AB.
You have to be careful throwing him breaking pitches, even in an 0-0 count. He loves going after the off-speed stuff, and he's really good at hitting it.
First offering, and it just misses. Soto getting to start in right. 26 years old. He joined the team as a free agent. Outside with a breaking ball.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
There's a strike. Two outs. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. That's down and in.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
Pete Alonso waiting on deck if they extend the inning.
Plenty of pop in his bat, so he could give them the lead with one swing if he gets the chance.
Swinging a foul ball at the plate. They'll do it again. Ninth pitch of the at-bat due next. So now 2 on and 2 outs.
So close to getting out of it right there, but this inning still has life.
First baseman, Pete Alonso.
Here's Pete Alonso.
All around, I think if you asked anyone in this organization, who's the best hitter in the lineup, they would say him.
That one ripped right center field. And it one-hops the wall. One run across, coming home. He'll score and then tie it.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Here's Starling Marte. Grounded out his first time up. Inside. And that's ball 1.
And the strategy of winning a ball game, when you can make that pitcher work a little more, expose himself by throwing pitches, that could be the key to winning perhaps later on. So good job of extending this inning, getting a knock with 2 outs to bring the number 4 hole hitter up.
That one not close. Now 2-0. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position.
Ball 3.
Get ready for some action here. Good RBI guy at the plate, runners in scoring position, and a hitter's count.
Brandon Nimmo in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. And ball 4 to aboard.
He did not take the bat off his shoulder the entire at-bat.
First and second, 2 outs. Brandon Nimmo up now for the Mets. He's 0 for 1. Misses again, 5 in a row.
2 walks in the inning already, and he just doesn't seem comfortable out there. Like he can find the right mechanics and then repeat them.
And fouled off. In the dirt, blocked. Safe there, and we've got runners at second and third with 2 away. And 2 in scoring position now, thanks to that wild pitch.
No trouble moving up to second on that play with the ball getting that far away from the catcher. Nice job to take advantage of the wild pitch.
2 on, 2 outs. On the ground right side. Albies over to first in time. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. But they'll pick up a couple runs here, both coming on this 2-run double. And we're deadlocked now at 2 apiece. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Back here in Atlanta, set for the bottom of the third. And the batter now, Ronald Acuna Jr. That one finds the corner. That's strike 1.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
Swing and a ground ball out to short. The throw to first. 1 up, 1 down.
Up next for the Braves, designated hitter,
Here's Alex Verdugo. Flying to left his first time. That one's in there, 0-1.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Swing and a grounder foul first base side. Tied up here in the early going. Fights it off. He'll see another. And that one inside, and it hit him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him. Here comes Austin Riley. 0 for 1 so far. Into center and a base hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with 1 gone.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. You'll often hear the phrase, short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field.
First and second, 1 out. Matt Olson digs in now. And ball 1. that one fouled off.
He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam.
Verdugo, the lead runner out at second. Riley over at first with one away. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Next offering is down low.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
And it remains 2-2. Runners at first and second with one gone here in the last half of the third.
Five foul balls in this at bat so far, and these two are going head to head. You can see the crowd. They're starting to get into it a little bit more and more each pitch, even though there hasn't been a ball in play yet.
Marcelo Zuna in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. And they're all loaded up.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at-bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the wall. Very gritty.
So bases loaded with one away. Here's the left fielder, Marcelo Zuna. Golden opportunity right here. First pitch, and he just misses. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike. Spoils a two-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
That was the emergency hack right there.
Foul ball still, a 1-2 count. One out, base is full. Fouls it back with two strikes.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
Breaking ball in there. Got him looking. Huge strikeout there.
Oh, that was such a great opportunity to grab the lead. You had the infield back. All you've got to do is just put the ball in play on the ground, and you drive across a run. It's a frustrating outcome for the hitter. Now, I'll still have a chance, but it's probably going to take a clutch hit with 2 outs.
Now it's the Atlanta catcher, Drake Baldwin. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Ping-pongs around a bit, but they get the out, and that ends the inning. Huge opportunity missed there. On to inning number 4. We are tied 2-2. Back at Truist Park, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Francisco Alvarez. curve in the dirt.
Well, these Mets doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across the score as well.
Acuna puts it away, one down.
Still relatively early, but with a pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set them up to do more damage later in this game.
Tyrone Taylor up now for the Mets. Fly to center his first time. He's 0 for 1. And that's in for a strike. 0-1. High in the air, out to right. Acuna on the run. Makes the catch for the out. 2 away.
Now batting, second base.
Jeff McNeil stands in. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. He swings and fouls one off. Fastball is outside.
I don't think he was trying to miss by that much in an 0-2 count. Just tried to overthrow that pitch.
2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. He goes down looking. Nothing doing here this half. We're midway in the 4th. We are tied 2-2. And we're back. And now Ozzie Albies.
Do it again.
First pitch doesn't find the zone.
You know, these Braves, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
In the air, right field. Soto under it. And out number 1 on the grab.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
Harris batting for the second time, and that's strike 1. One down, base is empty. Tap foul at the plate. In the air, left field, down the line, and no one can get to it. It's a foul ball. On the ground to the left. Slides for the stop to first, and they get the out.
We saw a few skills on display there for the out. Technique was great, the reaction time was there, and the slide was smooth. Watching that play come together was really fun.
Now it's the shortstop, Nick Allen. Ball 1, no strikes. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
Now batting, right fielder, Ronald Acuna.
So the batting order turns over. And next for Atlanta, Ronald Acuna Jr. 0 for 2 in this one. Fastball for a strike. It's 0-1. 2 outs. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. Rounds third, headed for the plate. Relay throw home. He'll score. It's 3-2.
Well, here we are, third time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
And next is the designated hitter, Alex Verdugo. Right side, hard hit. Toss to Alonso, and Verdugo is set down. They limit the damage here, but a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. It's now a 3-2 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. All set for the start of the inning. And now it's switch hitting third baseman Ronnie Mauricio. Strider back to work. That missed by a lot. Ball one. The Braves bullpen has some activity. Spencer Schwellenbach up and loosening in the pen. Lee warming up as well. Fastball for a strike.
One way to make a guy real uncomfortable at the plate is pound him inside with good velocity. They're doing that right here.
Fouled off left side. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Outside with a breaking ball. And a foul ball, he stays alive. That misses the zone, and the count's full. Swings and misses. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill. Back to the top of the Mets order. Now here is Francisco Lindor. Close, but called a ball. 1-0. And there's a ball. Right through there for a strike. Base hit, center field. So a man aboard now with one away.
Well, patience and discipline paid off right there as he got into an advantage count. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
Juan Soto up now for the Mets. And there's a strike to the outside corner, and it's 0-1.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Ball one. Lindor, the base runner at first with 1 out.
I don't like to say he wasted a pitch. I think that was a purpose pitch. Change the eye level, have him look up. Now go back exactly where you want to go.
Brings it in, 2 down. Stepping in, the long ball threat, Pete Alonso.
Oh, look out here. He's going to come up ready to swing in this situation.
first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
That's inside. The next pitch misses. Now 2 balls and a strike. Tying run is at first, and we're at the top of the 5th. And it's even up.
Well, and those hitters' counts sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
Strider picks over. Lindor back in there. Two outs. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Got him swinging. Mets strand 1. They trail it 3-2. Back here in Atlanta, we head to the bottom of the 5th. Now in for the Braves, Austin Riley. That's in there. Strike 1.
You know, these Braves doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. The numbers tell us they're averaging more than a hit every inning, and they've only struck out twice, so they keep finding ways to put their bat on the ball.
Hit hard on the ground is short. Lindor on to first. And a quick out, number 1.
Now batting, first baseman, Matt.
Here's Matt Olson. And first offering is fouled off. Here's the pitch to Olson. Swing and a high fly ball hit the air left center field. This one's got a chance. Onto the track, and he makes the catch.
Up next for the Braves, left fielder, Marcelo.
2 outs, base is empty. Now the left fielder, Marcelo Zuna, 1 for 2. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Counts 1-0.
Knee high, that's in for a strike. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Two down, nobody on. And they'll do it again. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. 5 innings complete. It's the Braves 3 and the Mets 2. Spencer Schwellenbach takes over on the mound.
And this is an important part of this game. Tight score and still a lot of outs to get. So they're looking for a big outing out of him right here to get some critical outs.
Now it's the DH, Starling Marte.
Starling Marte.
That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Aaron Bummer getting ready to come in for manager Brian Snitker. Montero also throwing. And that one fouled off. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Slider got him for strike 3.
Well, that right there is just a pitcher's pitch. Tailing away from the hitter, lowering away with some good action at the end. You know, even if he gets the bat to that ball, it's probably just a weak ground ball to the opposite side. Tell you what, that's a tremendous 2-strike pitch.
Now, Brandon Nimmo. And that one
that's off
just
the plate.
misses. A ball and no strikes. Nimmo goes 6 feet 3 inches, 31 years old, and he's one of the few players in Major League Baseball born in the state of Wyoming. One down, base is empty. Late on that fastball.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Late that time, it's strike 2.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Stood absolutely no chance on that slider right there. And I don't mean to laugh, but that's a tough one. I mean, pretty much a perfect strikeout pitch. I mean, it looks like the fastball middle in kind of has putter action, and it just bunches you up to where you can't get your hands through and the barrel to it. And not much you can do unless you recognize the spin early and you spit on it.
Next to hit, Francisco Alvarez. Two down, nobody on. And we're in the top half of the 6th. Right side. Acuna has it sized up. Makes the play, and it's out number 3. Nothing across here this half. 6, 7, 8, 2 in the bottom of the 6th. It's the Braves 3 and the Mets 2. Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Justin Garza.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Well, one-run game. Now at the plate, Drake Baldwin. That clips the corner. Strike 2.
0-2 is the count.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Good job to fight that one off. Out to short. Lindor slings it across. One away, bottom of the 6th.
Good two-seam action right there, running away from the batter, rolled over it, got the ground out.
Here is Ozzie Albies up to hit, and he's already left his mark on this game.
He certainly has, Boog. A 2-run shot in the 2nd inning, and that made an early impact on this game in a big way.
And the first pitch is drilled in the air out to center. And there are 2 down.
Up next for the Braves.
2 down, base is empty. And now the center fielder, Michael Harris II. That one pushed foul. Two outs. Just missed. Activity in the bullpen. Reed Garrett, the young right-hander, up and throwing. This one smoked, could be trouble. And that's going to get into the corner. Now he'll turn for second. And he's in with a stand-up double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
So runner at second, 2 down. And now the shortstop, Nick Allen. And that one is downstairs. And that is ball 1. Harris at second with 2 down. A little bit low, and it's 2-0.
Love how this guy grinds out at bats. I mean, he's down there at the bottom of the lineup in the 9-hole, but he's worked himself into a really good hitter's count, trying to pick up a 2-out RBI.
Next pitch is outside. Ronald Acuna Jr. next to bat for the Braves. That one hit the knees for a strike. Runner at second, 2 down. Here in the bottom of the 6th. And now the count is full. And another power hitter lurking in the on-deck circle. Man at second. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Swings and misses, struck him out. So they can't do anything with a 2-out double. We're through 6 full. It's the Braves 3 and the Mets 2. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Aaron Bummer. This southpaw's been really good against left-handed hitters. And stepping in for New York, Tyrone Taylor. This is a guy who's in the lineup first and foremost because of what he contributes defensively, Chris. And when you talk about preventing runs from being scored, this guy is a big contributor. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Harris makes the grab on the run.
Nothing instills more confidence in a team than a center fielder who makes a great play like that on the run. They can feed off the energy he brings just from his playmaking abilities. I was always told it's hard to take you off the field when you play really good defense, especially at a premier position, and that's what he does.
That missed inside, and now 2-0.
The hitting's going to come around. He's going to figure it out. But right now, his big asset is the way he plays the game on defense.
Right through there for a strike. Trying to hold a 1-run lead here in the top half of inning number 7. Line drive.
Nothing you can do about those as a hitter. Even though you know that, they still drive you absolutely crazy.
So up next for New York, Ronnie Mauricio. That one off the mark, and it's 1-0. And another ball. And that's off the outside edge. And it's 3-0. Francisco Lindor in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Looking to get the tying run on base. And the tying run is on base.
Well, just came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and guy at the plate was not going to help him out by swinging at something out of the zone.
And now it's Frankie Lindor. 1 for 3. Went with the sweeper, but it misses.
Well, in this situation, the hitter knows that he's got to find a pitch that he can drive in order to drive in that tying run all the way from first base. So If he can't do that, keep the line moving through a walk or just a base hit. But you got to stay within yourself.
Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
Right now, they're looking for something hit hard into the gaps, give them an opportunity with 2 outs to score that run from first.
Yeah, that's outside.
Outside.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. And delivers outside.
This is a really good feeling for a hitter. At this point in the ball game, you know that they don't want to walk you, so you're going to get a pitch to hit. You just better not miss it.
So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Pretty much the last thing you want from your bullpen arms are free passes, especially in spots like this. Make the team earn their way on.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Aaron Bummer will depart, and he leaves in a 1-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute.
Now pitching.
Rafael Montero on to pitch out of the pen here. 25th appearance of the year for him. Big situation, and here comes the big bat of Juan Soto.
And things could change quickly here with 1 swing.
In there, and it's 0-1. Big spot. 2 out. Both the tying and go-ahead runs are aboard. That one close. Ruled the ball. And now it's even 1-1. Late swing. Foul to the left. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. No throw, safe at first. And we'll see if it's an error.
Well, things that lead to big innings other than hits or home runs are, of course, walks and errors. Free base runners, and they've been gifted with both so far this inning. And that will make any manager in the dugout just stew a little bit, and I'm sure he is right now.
Big at bat now as the polar bear, Pete Alonso, steps in. You gotta feel like there's a pretty good chance this game is gonna turn on 1 swing. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Ball 1, no strike.
This one chopped on the ground, but foul. All loaded up, dangerous hitter at the plate. And it's fouled off. That one missed. Mauricio at third. Lindor at second. Soto at first. 2 out of the inning. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Next offering is outside. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Deep breath, he's ready, and he fires. Swung on, belted. Way back there, it's got a chance. One runs in, and it's off the wall. The throw is wild, and it gets away.
How about that? Clears the bases. Anytime you smoke a ball off the wall, you kind of think about what it could have been, but obviously you have to be happy with that result.
Next is the cleanup hitter for the Mets, Starling Marte. Inside corner, and that's called a strike. Runner at second, 2 down. Next offering is in for a strike.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
And a good eye there.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
Fights that one away, still 1-2. Man on second, 2 down. Swing and a hard hit grounder to third. Fair ball. Alonso is waved home. He'll score easily.
Picks himself up an RBI. Pretty tough for the infielders to do anything with that one. He pulled it hard into the outfield, and even when you keep it on the ground, it feels great when you hit a missile like that.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Rafael Montero is done. It's a 3-run game, and we'll be back to tell you about the new arm in a minute. On the mound now, Angel De Los Santos.
And this could be a pretty critical point in this game. They're hoping he's the guy to keep him within striking distance.
So digging in, Brandon Nimmo. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. Swinging a foul straight back. Two outs. That's a ball. Went with the sweeper. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. This one in the dirt. Two on the way. Swing and a miss, struck him out. 4 runs in the inning, and they've jumped in front. 7th inning stretch time. It's the Mets 6 and the Braves 3. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Ryan Stanek.
Well, he's been a really tough guy to take deep this season. You usually have to string some hits together in order to get to him.
Back to the top of the order now. Now the leadoff spot for the Braves, Ronald Acuna Jr. Right through there for a strike. The 0-1. And that one ripped into right, and that's just foul.
He's getting the barrel to the ball. He's just got to work on that timing a little bit.
Not close with that one. And the count 1-2.
Talk about the right guy at the right spot. They really need a rally, and this guy is someone you can believe in to find a way to get on base.
Gets a piece and stays alive. swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Nimmo grabs it on the run.
Wow, he looked like he was running before the ball was hit. Didn't have much time, as that was a hard-hit liner, but a nice job of covering a lot of ground in a short amount of time.
Verdugo stands in now and watches strike one. One down, base is empty. That one finds the zone. 0-2.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Just misses the mark outside the zone.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
That's inside, and it's 2-2. The Braves trailing by 3 here at the bottom of the 7th. Still 2-2 after the foul ball.
Better back up, outfield.
Fights it off, he'll see another.
Hey, back it up, outfield.
The 2-2. Struck him out looking.
Absolutely dotted the edge of the zone right there. That was a tough battle, man. So to make a really quality pitch and just catch him looking like that, it's got to feel good out there on the mound. That was a fun at bat to watch.
Here is Austin Riley. That's a little bit low. A swing and a miss as he chases way out of the zone. Swings over the top of that one.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
And a ball and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss at the splitter, and it's a strikeout. And the Braves go down quietly. And they're still doubled up. It's 6-3. And we're back. We're at the top of the 8th. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Francisco Alvarez. In the dirt, ball 1. Movement in the bullpen, Dylan Lee, the left-hander, up and throwing. Ruiz, a hard-throwing right-hander, up as well. That's off the mark, and that's ball 2. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And that one is out of here. He circles the bases, and they boost their lead. It's 7-3.
Can be pretty dangerous when you fall behind in the count 2-0. You've still got to try to find a way to keep that hitter off balance. Well, he wasn't able to do it there. And the hitter did a nice job of turning that pitch around, not missing it in a hitter's count.
Here's the center fielder, Tyrone Taylor. 3 flyouts already. He's 0 for 3. pitches in for a strike. 0-1.
Well, you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run, go back to work, focus on this next batter.
Next offering is fouled back. Stays alive. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in, and we're at the top of the 8th. Foul ball, it stays 0-2. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Swing and a miss. Field with a fastball. So up next, Jeff McNeil. 0 for 3 in this one. And a base hit. One gone, runner at first. And next for the Mets, Ronnie Mauricio. He was late there, strike 1.
0-1.
Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. Under it is Acuna to make the grab. And there's 2 away. Here's Francisco Lindor.
Shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
Missed with a changeup, and that's ball 1. McNeil off of first with 2 away. Next offering in there for a strike. Strike 1. The shortstop takes the ball. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Riley makes the grab, and that is that. 1 scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. It's now 7-3. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Reed Garrett.
And he's done a great job keeping the ball in the park this year. The numbers stack up with some of the best in the game.
Here's Matt Olson down. The Braves in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. I need a good at-bat out of him right here.
Hard ground ball, base knock. Man aboard on the leadoff single. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Marcell Ozuna. Top of the zone, and it's called a strike.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you can find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
From a pitcher's perspective, that's a beautiful splitter right there. As a hitter, you don't like it, but he's commanded his fastball, and out of that same tunnel, that splitter comes, and the bottom just falls out of it.
Here's the 0-2.
Ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
Swing and a miss, and he got him. One gone here. And the batter now, Drake Baldwin.
Drake Baldwin.
And there's a foul ball. On the corner for a strike, and it's 0-2.
That splitty's a pretty nasty pitch. Explodes out of the hand, looks like a fastball, and the bottom just falls out of it.
The Mets leading by 4 here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Ball one there. Next offering upstairs. And that one is inside. Popped up to the left, into foul ground. 2 away now.
Now batting, second baseman, Ozzie Albies.
And now it's the switch hitting second baseman, Ozzie Albies. He's already homered in this game. The other way, and foul ball. Next offering is fouled back. And the 0-2. On the ground at first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. One left for Atlanta. They're down 4. It's 7-3.
Now pitching.
We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Jose Ruiz. He last pitched 2 days ago. And stepping in for New York, Juan Soto.
Right fielder, Juan Soto.
That's a strike across the top of the zone. Ruiz, in his 5th season, he throws a curveball, a four-seamer, a sinker, a slider, and he works in a changeup. They say you win.
0-2.
Just off the inside corner, and the count is 1-2. The other way, and he beats the shift into the outfield, base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
Now here is Pete Alonso. Ground ball could be 2. Over to Albies. He's out. And it's a double play.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
2 outs, base is empty. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Starling Marte. Fought off foul. And ball 1. Movement in the Atlanta bullpen. Dylan Lee getting ready to come in for manager Brian Snitker. 2 down, nobody on. Here at the top of the ninth. Smoked on the ground a second. Throw on to Olsen. Marte retired. And that is that. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. 8-9-1 due up in the bottom of inning number 9. It's the Mets 7 and the Braves 3. Back now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the ninth, Oscar Brazoban.
And as relievers go, he's not a big strikeout guy. He tries to force weak contact, so command and execution are huge for him.
Now in for the Braves, Michael Harris the second.
Michael Harris the second.
At 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
0-1.
That drops in for a strike.
Well, he's gotten ahead with 2 pitches down in the zone. He has plenty of options right here. He can go up, he can go away, he can add velocity, he can subtract.
Good eye in that spot. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. He's 2 outs away. Allen, the next to hit. Just missed. Here's a swinging drive left field, and he knew it. A massive home run. And they cut into the lead. It's 7-4. Chris, we knew this moment was coming for him soon.
Yep, and it finally came. We knew it was only a matter of time before he's going to connect with one just like that. Just too good of a hitter at the plate. Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
Here at the bottom of the ninth, 1 out. Ronald Acuna Jr. next up for the Braves. There's a strike. One out, bases empty, and a run in. We're in the last half of the 9th inning.
Really good cutter that he's able to front door and back door. That pitch is devastating.
That one's upstairs, ball 1. And that's too high.
2 strikes.
Got him swinging. Now only 1 out remaining. Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Oscar Brazoban won't go any further tonight. And as he heads for the dugout, we'll take a quick break. New arm on the mound when we get back. So the closer summoned from the bullpen, Edwin Diaz.
And I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at-bats they can. So it's always high stress. Let's see what he's got here to try and close it out.
The Braves down to their last out. And now it's the Braves DH, Alex Verdugo. And that is downstairs. 1-0. And there's a strike. Good heater at 98.
No need to offer at that pitch until you get to 2 strikes. It's just a low percentage of success when you want to try to go after that down and away pitch.
Lifted to left, and that should do it. That's the ball game.